Good afternoon to the tennis fans. We are ready to cover Wimbledon at our best on ubitennis.net. And Novak Djokovic is for sure the strong favorite of the championships. He has won it already 7 times. He hopes to win it for the 8th time so that he would equalize Roger Federer. 7 times were won by Pete Sampras. But, Djokovic won the last 3 tournaments in a row, and 2019 when he saved 2 match points versus Roger Federer, and the Federer's fans have not forgotten for sure. Then he won it again in 2021 and 2022 when he couldn't get the points because ATP had decided not to award any points because the Russian and Belarusian player couldn't participate to the championship for the decision made by the All England club. What could be the theoretically quarters of finals in Wimbledon this year? We would have Alcaraz Rune, Medvedev Tsitsipas, Ruud Sinner, and Djokovic Rublev, even if in the section of Rublev there is also a dangerous player like Nick Kyrgios who played the final last year. So I would say that Alcaraz has the toughest draw because in his section not only he would have Rune in the quarters, but before then he could have either Zverev or De Minaur, and those are not easy players to beat on grass. I would say that the second half of the top half is probably the one which could create more surprises, more upsets, because we have Medvedev and Griekspoor, Cerundolo and Paul, Norrie and Korda, Shelton and Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas is playing this first round versus Thiem, and we know that none of the two are too much happy when they have to play on grass. And don't forget that there is a British derby in the first round with Andy Murray playing Peniston, and who wins between the two Brits will have to play either Thiem or Tsitsipas. So an interesting section for the British fans. In the second half of the draw, which will be the first to play on Monday, while in the women's draw, they have decided that they will start with the first half of the draw on Monday and the second half on Tuesday. Well, of course, there is Djokovic and there is Sinner. Djokovic would play Rublev, as I said, theoretically in the quarters, if Rublev is capable to pass through Kyrgios. Kyrgios has a tough first round because he has to play Goffin. And the Belgian also on grass could be dangerous if Kyrgios doesn't play at his best. We will see. The Italians were disappointed that their player Berrettini, who being number 37 in the rankings, is not seeded, and he has to play Sonego, his good friend Sonego, in the first round. So one of the two Italians will go out the first round, and they played already one against the other in Stuttgart, where Sonego won quite easily, dropping only 3 games, and Berrettini, who has been frequently injured, went out of the court with tears on his eyes. So we'll see. About the British players, we have Evans, who is in the same section of Sinner. They may play in the third round, while in that area there is also a little under Fritz and Nishioka, and also Choric and Bautista Agut. And don't forget Shapovalov, who was once very close to beat Djokovic. Shapovalov will have to play Ruud if they get to the third round, both of them. So anyway, will be an interesting Wimbledon, where there is a strong favorite anyway, as I said, Novak Djokovic again. Bye-bye.